You go to college for 4 years and you aren't once offended, you should probably ask for your money back.
That's Will Creeley from the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, a nonpartisan organization pushing for freedom of speech on college campuses. But freedom of speech is at the center of President Trump's threat to withhold federal funds to colleges that don't follow through with his demands.
Freedom of speech is the engine that makes college go. You may have some ideas about how the world is, about how government works, about your own beliefs and commitments. College is where you get to try out those ideas and talk to other people about them and have your mind changed. Or you can be reconfirmed in your beliefs. All of that happens by discussing things with other people.
One of the schools pushing back on Trump's demands is Harvard, and they are suing the administration for freezing $2 billion worth of grants to the university. Trump has been calling for activism to stop on campus.
The Trump administration is reaching far beyond its statutory power. By ignoring federal law, they've kind of gone straight to the sentence. They've skipped the trial. So we're happy that Harvard is standing up and fighting for not only freedom of speech on campus, but also academic freedom, its own institutional independence. Look, Harvard, Columbia, and NYU, they don't have clean hands when it comes to censorship on campus. They've censored far too much. And there may really be a problem with discrimination on campus, but the way to deal with that is through more speech, not from top-down federal punishment. Public universities are all bound by the First Amendment, but a private university actually has its own First Amendment freedom of association right to make its own rules about what speech is permissible on and off campus. Be very clear about what rights they promise and what rights they don't. If I go to Columbia, Harvard, NYU, those schools all make very robust promises of freedom of speech. If I get cracked down on for my peaceful protest, I have a right to speak up and say, wait a second, that's not what I was promised. You need to live up to what it says in your policies and your handbooks.